Hello YouTube, this is K2 Karama here again, and we got another kitchen table passport night box.
Actually, we have two of them. We forgot we had one of them from last month, so we're doing last month's first. So this one is for September?
Yeah.
Yep. Come with us to Hong Kong. Welcome, Hong Kong just has to be one of the most recognizable names in the Far Eastern cities. People get confused as to whether it's a country, a city, or something else. Lisa traveled to and through Hong Kong many times before her years living in Asia. Then she loved the variety of food and cultural influences from China and the UK. To enjoy Hong Kong, she recommends taking a trip on the Star Ferry across the harbor, the views from Victoria Park, the amazing skyline, and the coarse browsing Stanley Market for art. So that's our traveler. And the dish is fish balls in curry sauce. So that sounds kind of interesting. White fish balls are made by hand with high quality fish and no other ingredients. The fish is pummeled many times over and over and should eventually have a slightly springy and fluffy texture. They should also be perfectly smooth and round. This kind is usually eaten with noodles or in a Hong Kong hot pot. Interesting. So, whoop, my bad. Let's look at our mementos real quick. It's on the back of this. What are these mementos? We got, this month the mementos are a paper lantern and a handmade zodiac sign and a coaster from a luxury Hong Kong nightclub and restaurant called C'est La Vie. Take care with the paper lantern. Do not leave it unattended if you use a tea light candle in it. The zodiac signs are from the Chinese zodiac, and a style of cutting paper is a form of artwork. Colorful paper cut by scissors is often used as gifts or as decoration on windows. C'est La Vie is in Hong Kong. There's another location in Singapore. Helped us out this month with some great insight about the city. We also got custom cocktail recipes from their award-winning mixologist. And finally, they supplied us with the custom CDs of the music from Singapore Club if you want the CD in your next kitchen table passport. Hashtag something on whatever, and yeah, so obviously I missed that, but that's interesting. Usually you can get that stuff online anyway, so that's kind of cool. So Chinese paper lantern is the lanterns are a big feature of the Mid-Autumn Festival in September. If you use a tea light candle in yours, please be careful. Careful. So it's just a little pink paper
Lantern.
Yep, you got a little tassel and you got butterflies on it. Kind of cool. Zodiac symbol. These Chinese zodiac symbols are handmade in Hong Kong. Look it up and see if you are the one that matches your birth year. So this one's a snake, which is not me. I'm a horse. Do you know what you are?
A Libra.
No. Chinese.
Oh, Chinese? No, I think I'm a rabbit or something.
So I don't think that one matches either of us, but it is pretty cool. Leave it in there. So C'est La Vie just sent a coaster. They're really nice. I mean, just cardboard, but hey. That's our mementos. They're pretty cool. Pretty excited about that. I definitely would not put a tea light candle in this lantern. Maybe a fake one. And then, stuck. Let's see, we got,
What do we got?
What's that? Why don't you tell them about those? Say
Herbs
anything.
and spices.
Yeah. Herbs and spices. Doesn't say anything about which ones they are or anything.
No.
It says ingredients right there, babe.
Organic star. Ground fennel seeds. Ground organic cumin seeds. Organic ground turmeric. Seeds and ground ginger. Bunch of seeds.
And those are for our fish balls, I guess, so. Interesting.
This doesn't smell too strong. But, like...
Almost smells like that jerk seasoning, but not as strong.
Kind of looks like heroin.
I don't know what heroin looks like.
I don't know either.
So, yeah, put that back in his bag, please. Fish balls and curry sauce. Cod, eggs, pepper, breadcrumbs, water, flour to dredge. Gotta figure out what that means. Olive oil, shallots, olive oil, milk, sugar, pepper, cornstarch, white rice, and the packet of herbs. Fish balls are street food. Eat them on bamboo skewers. Customize the sauce to suit your taste. We added rice to make it more filling. You'll need a wok or large frying pan. I almost bought a wok the other day too. Medium mixing bowls, blah blah blah, other regular things. Usually tells you something that's good to eat it with. Put them in a soup with an Asian broth. Be bold and start with a whole fish. Serve them street style on bamboo skewers or make them bigger like in Chang Chow, the size of the small fist. Remember to cook them longer. Interesting. Alright, so our discovery cards. Of course, I'm not going to read the whole thing because that takes forever, we found. But I do want to go through them. Those are cool. Alright, so I guess I'll show them to you and then flip them around. They changed the outlay a little bit, but so that's Hong Kong skyline with the skyscraper, and it's pretty cool. And then let's see, it says Hong Kong means fragrant harbor. It is known as the gateway to China and also where east meets west. It's one of the leading financial centers in the world. The skyline has been named the best in the world on visual impact, and the Nightly Symphony of Lights is the world's largest light and sound show. You'll see the old temples next to tall skyscrapers and luxury brands next to old tiny medical shops. Hong Kong versus New York City. Both have very busy, vibrant centers. Lots of hustle and bustle. Hong Kong, it says population in millions, but then it doesn't give me a number. I'm not sure what that means. And then the density at peak per square miles. So I guess they want me to count these little things, but I'm not going to do that. So, from what it looks like, Hong Kong has a lot more people, buildings, restaurants, and homes than New York City does. New York City has about a third of all of those things. Almost as many homes and almost as many restaurants. But as far as people and buildings go, they're lacking. Hong Kong and New York City have been trading number 1 and number 2 spots for most expensive retail locations in years. Interesting. So, they've made these a little bit quicker to read. It used to be just a ton of information, but now it's a little bit smaller. This is bamboo scaffolding. I guess they're building something, but that looks dangerous. So, random fun facts. Even the tallest skyscrapers are constructed using bamboo scaffolding. Owning a large dog is a status symbol since many homes are so small. Your license plate number is also a status symbol. Hong Kong has more Rolls-Royce cars per person than anywhere in the world. It has the highest average IQ in the world at 107. The Walk of the Fool, Peak Circle Walk, starts and ends in the same place and walks right by the Peak Tower. It also has been rated one of the world's most scenic walks with stunning views of Hong Kong Island and Kowloon. The top-rated restrooms in the world are at the Felix Restaurant on the top floor of the Peninsula Hotel. They have incredible views. That's weird. You can get around the Central Business District using air-conditioned walkways. Hong Kong has the world's largest fleet of high-speed ferries. The planned Hong Kong Zhuhai bridge will be the longest bridge in the world. So, they're working on some interesting stuff. You got this Feng Shui feng shui and zodiac and medicine. This little thing looks weird, but yeah. So I guess they're practicing. The Chinese zodiac includes 12 animals for each year. The births increase during the lucky year of the dragon, but unlike Taiwan, births in Hong Kong don't decrease during the year of the tiger. Interesting. Feng Shui, balancing energies in the environment with design and placement of objects is an important concept. It's also important culturally that the government actually has compensated people when new construction projects disrupt the surrounding Feng Shui. Traditional Chinese medicine is popular alongside Western medicine and is a goal of balancing the yin and the yang to keep healthy. A quick quiz. Bark. Why wouldn't a building have a floor with the number 4? Numerology is important, and the numbers 1, 4, and 7 are unlucky. Some residential buildings don't even have floors with the number 4 in them, and companies will avoid product names with the number 4. Interesting. Why would you see someone with a mask over their mouth and nose in public? Nope, it isn't pollution or fear of germs, but rather polite to wear a mask when you are sick so that you don't infect others. Do you think you could read without a lamp at night? You might be able to. The city has so many lights in such a small area that the ambient light can be enough to read by in your apartment even without a lamp. Interesting. You got the Cantonese Opera, Dance Dragon, Mid-Autumn Festival. So, kind of cool. Performing arts, Cantonese opera has origins in the 12th century in China, though there are fewer troops left in Hong Kong today. The Tai Hang Dragon Dance is a key part of the Mid-Autumn Festival and involves a 220-foot dragon and 300 performers over 3 days. It started as a way to ward off bad luck. In 2011, Hong Kong set a new world record for the largest lion and dragon dance display with 1,111 dragons and lions. Lion dances are usually performed by 2 people, but dragon dances require more and is held up higher on poles. Martial arts. Tai Chi is martial arts that is intended to improve health and reduce stress. You will see people practicing it outdoors, either alone or in groups. Hong Kong has 27 styles of martial arts that have been codified by the Hong Kong government. Kung Fu legends Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee are from Hong Kong. Bruce Lee won the 1958 Cha-Cha Championship. The style of Kung Fu he practiced, Wing Chun, has become one of the most recognizable due to his fame. And it looks like they have a statue of him next to the whatever, I don't know. It's that little guy right there. Kind of cool. We got food, dim sum, fish balls, dumplings, and milk tea. So a bunch of food. Many dishes are traditional Cantonese, such as the very popular dim sum, which is steamed dumplings with various fillings. Other dishes show the influence of having been a British colony, such as the egg tart, which is less creamy than the English custard tarts. Sweet and sour pork is a comfort food. Unlike in many Americanized Chinese dishes, this is one people in Hong Kong actually eat. Hong Kong style milk tea is made from black tea and milk. So basically the way that we drink hot tea with cream. Quick quiz. What food is eaten over 3.5 million times a day? Fish balls. They're everywhere, from convenience store snacks to high-end restaurants. What food would you see hanging in a window? Roasted meats, goose, duck, pork, sometimes chicken. One restaurant will even specially pack roast goose as carry-on luggage since it is in such demand. Where does a pineapple bun get its name? Not from pineapple as an ingredient. It is a sweet bun named after the look of the top and can have fillings ranging from butter to red bean paste to coconut to pork. That was a weird change. Why would you eat a snake soup? Snake is said to have medical value, providing a warm yang and cooling yin, and it tastes similar to chicken soup. Interesting. Holidays and festivals. We got New Year, Dragon Boat, fireworks, and festival. We got some dragon boats going on there. Kind of cool. Hong Kong Sevens is a rugby tournament that isn't only about the sport. People dress up in costume and parties are huge. The Dragon Boat Festival is not only fun, but a serious competition. Lunar Chinese New Year is a major holiday in Hong Kong, as it in countries with large Chinese population. Fireworks are illegal for private use in Hong Kong, but during the New Year celebrations, there are huge displays of Victoria Harbour. What is a mooncake? Mooncakes are very small, very dense cakes, often filled with bean paste and egg yolks, and are popular part of Mid-Autumn Festival, which celebrates the harvest moon and is an important family holiday. What changed about holidays after 1997? After Britain handed over Hong Kong to China, some holidays were changed. The Queen's birthday is no longer a holiday, but founding of the People's Republic of China is honored. Why? What do people eat on their birthdays? A bowl of long noodles is a traditional birthday dish as it symbolizes long life. Why would you want to snatch a bun from a tower? The Chang Chao Bun Festival is said to appease ghosts. A tower of buns is made and people try to snatch one. The higher you can reach, the better your fortune. That's really interesting. 3 more. Oh wait, 4 more. I don't know how to count. On the streets. So shopping and restaurants and robots, it says. Shops open late and stay open late. Don't shop at 10 a.m. Stanley Market is one of the larger and more famous. Sam's Taylor is a legend, like Macy's, and is reputed to have made suits for heads of state and celebrities around the world. The Victoria Park Flower Market during the Lunar New Year is an incredible experience in so many colors and scents. Causeway Bay has some of the highest in luxury brand shopping in the world. Restaurants have small noodle, hot pot, dim sum, or roast meat shops. Lung King Hin is the world's first Chinese restaurant to be awarded 3 Michelin stars. Hong Kong has the world's most affordable Michelin star dishes, even under $2 US money. Robot Kitchen has robot waiters. Kind of interesting. You can get married at McDonald's with a special wedding package. One of the packages includes balloon rings, character gifts, and an apple pie display. Yep. Getting around. Transportation, ferry, tramways, and airports. You just got the street. 90% of people use public transportation, largely buses and double-decker tram cars. Hong Kong tramways are the largest fleet of double-decker tram cars in the world. There's a ton of them in this picture. There's like 5. The Star Ferry is an easy and fun way to cross Victoria Harbor between Hong Kong Island and Kowloon. The airport is the busiest cargo airport in the world, and the port is one of the busiest. How would you use an octopus card? To pay for mass transit, but also in parking garages, gas stations, supermarkets, and fast food. How long is a ride on the world's largest outdoor escalator? Actually, these octopus cards, there's a kid at my school that he always thinks he can tap his credit card because that's how they do it over there. And I was like, what are you doing? But it's very interesting. He said over in Asia, you don't have to do all this stuff. All you got to do is tap your card and it already goes through. And I was like, that's crazy to think where they are and where we are. It takes 20 minutes if you walk, depending on how busy it is, since 85,000 people ride the escalator each day. It's a half-mile long and reaches the height of 440 feet. That's really long. On which side of the road do they drive? The left, due to British influence, even though the mainland China you drive on the right. Interesting. How old is the famous Peak Tram? One of the steepest and oldest in the world. It became the first cable funicular in Asia, and 11,000 people ride it each day. So, history. People's Republic of China, passport and flag. It's a bay picture. Kind of neat. Hong Kong Island became part of Britain in 1842 after the Opium War. China was never happy with that. After an agreement with Britain in 1984, Hong Kong was handed over to China in 1997 as a special administrative region of the People's Republic of China. Hong Kong is to have high degree of autonomy until 2047 with a guiding principle of one country, two systems. It has its own government-style currency and legal system. Interesting. Many residents don't identify with either Britain or China. Hong Kong started issuing its own passports in 1997. The primary language in mainland China is Mandarin, but in Hong Kong it's Cantonese. So their characters are much different. The Mandarin is simplified, which is probably why they're trying to teach it to American children. And the Cantonese is quite extensive. The government is a limited democracy, and the Hong Kong flag now must fly lower than the PRC national flag. 2014, the Umbrella Revolution broke out as a response to concerns of China being too controlling. Most peaceful demonstration, it was named for people using umbrellas to protect from tear gas. Interesting. Alright, last one, guys. Harbor, monsoon, talks about the country. There you go, country. And the location, Hong Kong covers Hong Kong Island, Kowloon Peninsula, and the New Territories, and over 200 outlying islands. Half of the world's population lives within 5 hours flying time. Victoria Harbor between Hong Kong Island and Kowloon is the third largest in the world and is strategically important. Hong Kong has yearly monsoons and can get typhoons. The weather is humid year-round and cool in the winter, but hot in the spring and summer. That sounds miserable. And, we live in Georgia, so it sucks. How much larger is Hong Kong than Washington, D.C.? Total area of Hong Kong is 425 square miles, 6 times the size of Washington, D.C. What is Victoria Peak known for? Victoria Peak is greater than 1,800 feet and overlooks the stunning harbor and skyline. The views are incredible. Do you think Hong Kong is rural? While nearly all of people live in cities, 70% of the island is rural and 40% is land protected. How do you get around on Llama Island? On foot or on bicycle? The island of 6,000 million people is quiet and peaceful, and buildings over 3 stories are prohibited, as are cars. You're not allowed to have a car. So, there you go, guys. That was a little bit easier to read instead of me trying to figure out what to read, but I like them. They're really neat. That's the whole reason I got it. And this will be really cool when we have a family to like sit down and do stuff with and teach our kids about.
Yep.
Yep.
So that's it for the September box.
Yep.
About to do another one here for October. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. All that good stuff.
This one's heavy.
And we'll see you soon.